Not a good
assassin, they
option.
can lean Alpha Bane. But
It's
yeah,
still high.
Still
Yeah.
high, it has
Yeah.
to be. But I think they were thinking about it. It's like, is this still going to be okay for us? Might be a little bit harder.
Yeah, because earlier it was a little hard,
Big
especially
ton of
if,
events
Welcome
with
to Mobile
RSG at match
Legends.
point. I'm pretty sure the coaches said, you know what, we can't risk it.
Can't. Again, the standings for Omega are at stake here as much as possible. You want to be closer to the upper bracket. And for RSG, this is a do or die match. Because right now, currently, Blacklist is ahead of them with 1 point.
Because of how week 6 went and then week 7, RSG, they're not pulling out any of the stops. You see how very similar to game 1 this draft is? So they're going very clearly off of momentum. And as a momentum stopper, Chaknu brings out the Belleric.
Yeah. It's just Kosei with the Moskov instead of a Claude. And I do like this Louis Beller combination. We've seen this earlier during the earlier weeks of this season, wherein Okir's gonna use the diversion just to send out Chaknu onto the backline, then cast that ultimate to make sure there's crowd control enough for the barangay.
You can make like Groot, I am Groot, and then just let the rest of Omega rain down Heavenly Fire, which is gonna come mostly in the form of magic damage, which is one of the main things that's irking me about Omega's draft. Again, you'll see that our stats, the index, will tell you that the stats should favor them, but looking at RSG and the way they played in game 1, something tells me all they gotta do is just follow that same path. They just have to play the same way, which could be a double-edged sword because Omega now understand that, hey, they're playing very clearly off of Nibor. Nibor has to hit the amazing final slashes from out of nowhere. Light can jump in AOG at any point. Irad is clearly a different beast today.
Yeah, super.
So, that said, you know, his MVP performance cannot be forgotten. Let's see how the tides have changed. Game 2, second turtle, I'm pretty sure Omega won't want to be a reactive team anymore.
Yeah, Irad really woke up good on the good side of his bed right now. And also, during game number 1, he had 3 kills early on, specifically onto Bornok. So Irad, if you want RSG to have a slight advantage, especially coming into the early game, he needs to be activated early. And a while ago, they got all objectives, I believe, game 1.
Yep, everything. Not a single turtle or lord to the barangay. Turtles already spawns upper quarter of the map. You'll see here.
Okay, Chaknu's level 4.
Diversion, sending him over.
Okay, they're going to send out Chaknu. Here comes the movement speed, but look at Neighbor with the final slash catch, plus the Owiki Shadow Kill. Just the damage is enough for RSG, but Andoryu will still get the turtle as he uses Temples of Blades. AOG coming in from Light, but look at this. Aqua's gonna fall down. Ryota, Okir, and Andoryu. A trade for the turtle, but RSG gets 3 kills.
Light's taunt just ruins everything for Smart Omega. I was staring at the fight in about 5 seconds and I'm like, wait, why aren't they dealing the right kind of damage? Why is it just Aqua who's at the verge of death and does eventually fall? Why is that the case? Because mainly Light did his job. Light got a majority of kills. Oh no, Aqua!
Oh, Jome bursts down Aqua once again. He just literally respawned.
Big Chai! Big Chai! That's a big meme, by the way, on social media. It's like me walking back to mid as if nothing happened. That's what Aqua did. And they sent Jome back down as well. Kusei is in trouble.
Okay. You just mentioned Omega was really reactive
in game 1.
During game number 1 right now. They're dictating the pace, everything. Although RSG had a good start with the first turtle, Andoryu still was able to steal the turtle plus get the kill onto Aqua, but the problem was the response from the Raiders. This time, Omega, in terms of pickoff, this is where you see Omega shine. They have a huge advantage in terms of early map presence because of Okir's Louis, because of the diversion. So this begs me the question, what happens when it comes to the second turtle? Will it be on the favor of RSG once again?
Oh, no. Best believe the second turtle is going to be about the same situation. Okir should try and throw Chaknu into an odd angle, but here's the thing. Omega has a better way of adjusting. Omega has all of the incentive to actually switch up their approach so that what happened in the first turtle doesn't happen again. So maybe this time find Irad sooner. Don't touch Light, like don't bother with him because he's just going to taunt y'all and then make that initiation null. There's an AOG. That should definitely help OMG though, right? Because it's an early AOG, shouldn't be up in time for this turtle.
Yeah. Plus, the beauty of this is Nimber just picked up his Thunder Belt. Although he's not going to be part of this Turtle clash potentially, but look at this Omega just suddenly bursting out the Turtle as Chaknu zones out Light and Irad. Here is the threat. This is the threat of the Belleric compared to the Jawhead. Jawhead, single target. Chaknu AoE crowd control with the Wrath of Dryad. If both of these players from RSG just suddenly walked up there, Chaknu's gonna cast it right away.
Right? And he has all of the tools to even get out of there too. With their Vitalize in the punch and diversion into this little corner here. I wonder if Kusei knows. Oh!
Chaknu. Okay.
All right.
The taunt's not gonna connect though. Okay.
What I tell you, right? Second turn looked exactly the way I told you it was gonna look.
It went to the favor of Omega. But a lot especially helped with Jome's burst onto Aqua. That literally gave them a slight gold lead advantage. I believe it went up to 200. It switched to Omega's side. So Big J really doing big things as Ryota with the combinations once again. That's a huge kill onto Kosei's Moskov as they get a turret down bottom.
How about he does it again, right? I asked that same question. Does Kusei know? And apparently it's not a matter of if you know, but when you know they're going to strike. And Kusei didn't even get a chance to flicker out of there. So with that said, clearly Omega now in the driver's seat, 2,000 gold ahead at 6 minutes in. They could only have hoped and dreamed. Wait. All right. They could have only hoped for this to have been the situation in game 1.
But there's a diversion waiting for Irad as Andoryu cast the Temples of Blades. He didn't even need Okir and Chaknu.
Fellas, I appreciate the gesture, but the Curly Nightmares got this on lock.
Wow, we've been seeing a lot of anime fights between these two junglers, specifically Andoryu and Irad. Finally, someone died during that clash. It was always an almost kill. Both of these junglers always manages to escape, but this time, Andoryu made sure the Wiki Shadow Kill wasn't there before he cast the Templars of Blades, and all the Defiant Swords connect, bringing down Irad.
Which is odd. I think that was Ira just feeling himself a little too much because he pulled the trigger on the Wiki Shadow Kill sooner, and then I guess Andoryu had minions to share the damage with him. So now, final turtle already spawned up. Look at this, Andoryu's bothering Kusei this time, all the way down bottom.
Yeah. Doing best of the both worlds, gonna create a push down bottom, get the turret as much as possible, at the same time be right there on time for his purple buff and the turtle as Omega controlling much of the... What do you call that? Wait a minute. Here comes...
Of the battlefield!
Chaknu.
Checks in.
Okay. He hasn't cast yet the Wrath of Dryad, but 5 members of Omega are here to make sure to zone out RSG. Quad Shadow for Irad out. And again, no trade for the Raiders.
Amazing work here by the Barangay RSG, doing their best. And this time, the tables flip. Kusei!
Chaknu! What an amazing backdoor play! Cuts off the exit route of Kosei with the taunt.
And he didn't even get the flicker again!
Yeah, Chaknu didn't even use any of his battle spells.
That's how fast Omega's planning and communications were. Are now in game 2. 8 minutes in, they're about 4,000 gold ahead. And I thought, Jose, I thought that the turtle take, the denial of the steal from Irad would have been the icing on the cake, and here we go!
Here comes the diversion of the Barangay, bringing every member as they take down Irad. Light is the next target. Ryota will pick him up as Aqua tries to walk away. We've seen Omega send out Chaknu, but this time, the whole Barangay was present for that clash.
Call it an Omega bomb. They go into that bush all in, 100 to 10% full send. And all this while, bottom lane was getting pushed in. Like, that's where Andoryu was about a minute ago.
Yeah.
During the pre-Lord take. And now, Omega have all of the time in the world. They have all of the lanes pushed in. Lord has, what, about 30 seconds to come onto the map. It's amazing how they've pivoted. I don't know if I can say right now if it's all Ukir. I think it's also just their mindset changed too.
Yeah, of course chemistry plays a huge part. I mean, they've worked on this 5-man lineup since the latter parts of last season. They gelled so well. And again, a big factor was Ukir, specifically his hero. Because those diversion plays, we've seen 2 good diversion plays from Ukir.
Him and Chaknu's hero.
Yeah.
It begs to be said that the Mamba is good on the Jawhead, but he's great on the Belleric.
And even Ryota, we have to commend Ryota because game 1, not a good game at all for Ryota. But game 2, his first flicker Earth Shatter combination connected onto Kosei. So this time he's feeling himself, really confident, making sure to get those crowd control. And the best part is Kosei has a flicker, so it's easy. It's an easier catch.
Easier. All right,
Easier.
folks. Well, we're not saying that what Ryota's
It's not
doing
easy.
is easy.
Easier.
It's just more likely, and more often than not, he won't even get the press flicker
Yeah.
nor his dash. That's been the story of this game so far. 10 minutes in, 0-2-0. The Kamai King Kosei cannot get away from Omega. Almost 100%. Whenever somebody's sent over to take him down, he just takes it. All the lanes pushing in now. Smart Omega. Almost 10K ahead. What? How did we get here? Almost 10K!
I mean, look at the map. All inhibitor turrets left for RSG, plus total dominance of the jungle minions here for Omega, specifically Andoryu. And now the problem for RSG is Nibor played a good game during game number 1, but this game, even if he connects with the final slash, if Chaknu's part of that catch, it could go south for RSG.
Don't regret it.
There's
And
a
now he
diversion
does
onto
again.
the back, and Chaknu hasn't cast its ultimate yet, but Jom goes in with order and brilliance and brings down Kosei and Aqua. Lord marching in light AOG just to delay Ryota, and Andoryu brings him down. It's going to be a 4-on-2 battle. Irad, the mechanic, still alive, dishing out the shurikens as Omega works on the middle lane turret. Look at the damage coming in from Ukir though. Irad has to walk away there. Luckily, their minions spawn, but Omega wants to end this game as quickly as possible. Nibor, Ira just trying to delay Kosei one more second before he respawns. They have minions, but Andoryu says no to Irad, and it looks like we are going to a game 3, but RSG still holding on.
The Raiders say not just yet. As Smart Omega clean up house, taking down the final turret up top. It's just a bare base left to RSG.
Okay, Jomes not yet in the picture as Ryota pops his Primal Wrath to dish out the damage onto the minion. Shaknu using the Wrath of Dryad here. It's going to be a 4-on-4, but Barangay is really low here. Nibor,
Whoa!
will he go for the catch? AOG coming in from light. Sends out the Omega home, but here's a diversion play to walk away.
Abort, abort!
Abort mission.
Not just yet. Smart Omega pushed hard enough, just enough to take down all the inhibitors and not get punished, all right? They lost Big J along the way, but looking at the situation right now, the items, the gold, that's more than 2,000 gold between Kosei and Big J. Former imports sent out from the MPL to spread the good word of our MLBB prowess. Now back home, showing the world once again why you gotta watch MPL Philippines. Kosei, again, still 100%, right? Like, whenever Omega sent somebody to take him down, this time it was Big J, there's nothing he can do. Would you, whoa. No, not gonna press it. Would you agree that maybe it should have been a Purify?
It should have been Purify. I mean, apart from the Ryota Earth Shatter onward combination alone is enough for not most technically, because gold laners here in the Philippines are so good, but it's enough for most people to actually resort to the Purify instead of the Flicker.
Why are you talking so soft right now?
Why? Oh, I'm so sorry.
All right.
Because the game's so intense.
Are people online wanting us to just talk like casters and not shout casters?
Man, we have to shout because this game is amazing, especially if RSG manages to pull off a huge defense. Again, it's not impossible because Nibor, one catch could secure the job for RSG, but again, the question remains, if you catch Chaknu, will that actually benefit you or benefit Omega?
And here's the thing, Chaknu doesn't mind getting caught out. He's not even died once.
Oh, the
and now he's gonna get
diversion.
sent back over again.
Again, delivery for Omega. Chaknu, but look at Jom onto the backline, sending 3 Raiders down to the base as Ukir picks up another kill, and Ryota tower locks. We are going to a Friday game number 3.
We're off to a banger already, just to open up day 1 of week 8. Is it just me, Jose? Is it just me? Or did it feel like a grand finals win as we just go to game 3?
Man, just look at the Omega fans screaming at the top of their lungs. Really happy seeing Omega.